Tonight we are going to film because everybody has been messaging me. I was, I think, 7.5 months pregnant when we filmed our last meeting. And we've grown by leaps and bounds. I've shrunk, but our team has grown by leaps and bounds in the last, however, year or so. So we are going to kind of stay close to the table a little bit, just so you guys will be able to, my dad will get it on YouTube and you guys will be able to share it with your people who are out of town, and a lot of people are just asking a lot of questions. So thank you guys all for coming. I'm absolutely thrilled that you're here, and I love that I have such a wonderful team that comes and helps me out every week. Just to let you know, we're going to go over a few products, and I've already kind of worked the room. We've got some amazing testimonials. Usually we just let you guys stand up and share from where you are, but just for tonight, you're going to get your 2 minutes of fame, because we're going to make you come up here and we're going to get it on video, and then we're going to let everybody else see. But we have some amazing things going on in our company, and it's so exciting to see lives being changed. So we're going to go over the products, we're going to do a little bit of the compensation plan, some good testimonials, and then I've got a business tip for the end, and we always have time for questions and answers. So I guess I need to introduce myself. For those of you that did not meet me on the way in, I am Sara Marble, and I am now a Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And I am just so excited to have you guys here Monday nights. This is really, honestly, I wake up Monday morning and hit the ground running because I absolutely love getting ready for these meetings and having these meetings, and then I go home on cloud 9 with all of the Plexus ideas running through my head. So thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to turn it over to Emerald Ambassador, Cindy Jenkins /mom / best business partner ever, and she's going to take it away for the products.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you all here. It's great to be together again. We always have a great time on Monday nights, and I'm going to try not to get nervous because that camera is staring at me.
Just like Phoenix.
Right. When our company first started out, we were called Plexus Pink, and we only had one product, and that was this breast check kit. And this is what it looks like. It's 2 layers of polyurethane with a non-toxic lubricant, and what this does is it magnifies your sense of touch by 5 times, and it reduces friction so that when you do your monthly breast self-exam, you can find a lump sooner rather than later. It's a great product. It was featured on the Doctor Show one time, and we highly recommend this for everyone. The second product that we came out with is called Dr. Spencer's Breast Cream. Dr. Spencer is a real medical doctor, and he is a pioneer in the field of spirulina algae, which is the main ingredient in this cream. Spirulina algae is an all-natural detoxifier. So as we take our breast health from a monthly regimen to daily, we massage this into our breast tissue twice every day. In doing so, it detoxifies our breast tissue. So this is a great product. What we didn't know when it first came out was that it was going to be helpful for many other things, such as arthritis, psoriasis, poison ivy, poison oak, scar tissue, insect bites, burns. It does have aloe vera in it, so it helps a great deal with burns. So this is a wonderful product that we highly recommend, Dr. Spencer's Breast Cream, something that everyone should have on their kitchen counter. My grandkids like to call it Mommy Special Cream because it works for everything. So some people might want to know, why in the world did a company that specialized in breast health get involved with weight loss? And the reason is because people who are overweight have a 30% greater chance of developing breast cancer. So the company decided to help out those people who needed to lose weight, and they came out with our flagship product, which is called Plexus Slim. This was originally formulated to help type 2 diabetics because the main way it works is by regulating your blood sugar levels. This is not a meal replacement. It doesn't have any caffeine or stimulants in it, and it's not a shake. So all you do is open up the little packet of powder. It's just like Crystal Light lemonade. You dump it into a packet of water, shake it up, and drink it once a day. There's absolutely nothing to it. It doesn't matter if you do 2 ounces of water or 22 ounces of water. As long as you get this in your system, it's going to help you to lose weight as your blood sugar is regulated. So this is what's pretty much put Plexus Slim on the map. And we're thrilled that it's helping so many people. I was wondering, is there anybody here in the room tonight that's lost 20 pounds on Plexus Slim? Whoa, a lot of people have lost 20. Wow, that's wonderful. How about 30 pounds? Woohoo! Yay! Is there anybody that's lost 40 pounds? Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people have lost at least 40 pounds. How about 50 pounds? Yay, Richard's lost 50. And John and Sarah. Anybody 60 pounds? John, yeah. And we know Sarah's lost 90 some pounds. But John, how many have you lost?
61.
I want to pick on you, John. He's a good friend of mine. Could you come up and stand with me a minute? John has an amazing testimony about Plexus Slim I want him to share. Talk nice and loud so everybody in the back can hear.
Okay, I am a heart patient, and I asked my doctor before I ever take it, especially with the accelerator. My wife was worried about it, but anyhow, when I started it about a year ago, my blood sugar was at 210. Now, I think it was 6 months after that, it was down to 98. So that was a big plus there. Plus, I've lost 61 pounds.
Woohoo! That's great. How about medication? You were on medication before?
Oh yes. Well, like I said, I'm a heart patient. I've had heart surgery. That's one reason why I had to check with my heart doctor before I took anything, and he okayed all of it.
Good. Okay, thank you, John.
Yay, thanks, John.
So John mentioned that he did get an okay from his cardiologist to take the accelerator, which I want to tell you about very briefly. The accelerator does have natural caffeine in it in the form of red tea, green tea, and dark chocolate. And the accelerator does exactly what the name states. It accelerates weight loss. So this is to be taken in conjunction with the Plexus Slim. We do recommend, if you're going to take the accelerator, that you take it with food, preferably your breakfast. We don't want you to take it too late in the day because it might keep you up at night. But this is a great product. We have what's called the flexible dose now, so that you can take 1 or 2 caplets depending on how you tolerate caffeine. So this is for people who want to lose a lot of weight or lose weight yesterday. So these two work together beautifully. We do have a couple of support products that also help with the weight loss. Some people have discovered that they have a condition called candida yeast. For those of us who do have candida yeast, it's very difficult to lose weight. So the company came out with this product called ProBio 5. It's a probiotic that has 5 beneficial bacteria that will combat the candida yeast and make it easier to lose the weight. It's also just a good probiotic for anyone who has ever been on an antibiotic or who is at all health conscious. This is just a great product. Our probiotic has 5 of the beneficial bacteria as opposed to some others on the market that only have 1 or 2. So candida yeast is very prevalent in areas such as Louisiana where they're warm and moist. The climate is warm and moist. So great product, and it does help people. Once you get rid of that candida yeast, it makes it much easier to lose weight. Another support product we have is called the Bio Cleanse, and what this does is it helps to get your digestive system working the way it was designed to work. It also oxygenates your system, and it helps with excessive acid in your system. Some people are even getting off their Nexium and other medications because this neutralizes excessive acid. Is there anyone that would like to give a testimony tonight about the BioCleanse? Okay, Colleen, come on up.
Cindy, I have heard Cindy talk about Sara, and Sara has talked about herself as far as having IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And I was so excited last week, my daughter, after using it for a month and not telling me any of her results, said, when I finally asked her, she said, Mom, after 3 days of using the BioCleanse, I have not had any irritable bowel syndrome or acid reflux, and I've had that condition for 5 years.
Wow.
So I was in tears because I helped her.
Thank you.
Wow.
We've got some really great products, and it's important to understand that all of our products are all natural, so that makes me really excited. I don't think I brought up any of our 96, so I'm going to go on to the next, and we'll talk about the 96 in a minute. We do have some new products that are helping with pain relief. We have the Fast Relief Cream and the Fast Relief Capsules. The Fast Relief Cream is to be used any place it hurts. If you work out at the gym or you worked in your flower beds or whatever and you get sore, stiff muscles, this works great. It has a product in it called Lipronol, which is an all-natural anti-inflammatory ingredient. This works from the outside in, and we absolutely love it. I've used it many, many times. And now, just recently at convention, we came out with these little sample packs. So you can keep some with you at all times, and when you bump into someone that has some aches and pains, you can just give them one of these handy little samples and they can try it right then. We also have the Fast Relief Capsules. These work from the inside out. These have 5 anti-inflammatory ingredients, 4, excuse me, 4 anti-inflammatory ingredients that all help to get rid of that inflammation which caused your pain. If you didn't already know, inflammation is the main thing that causes pain, so most generally if we can get rid of that inflammation, we can get rid of the pain. Does anyone tonight have a testimony that they would like to give about the Fast Relief? Come on up on that.
I had on Friday, I had one of my customers come to my meeting, and she had a back injury that she had been going to see the chiropractor for, and she said that essentially her back hurt all the way from here in this area all the way down this way, with pain radiating down the side of her leg. And so I said, well, let me rub some of the Fast Relief lotion onto your back and massage it in, and I did that for her. And I spoke with her today and I asked her how she was doing, and she said since I did that, she has not had to take any more medicine.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
It works really well when you move furniture by yourself too.
We also have the Nerve Health Support by Fast Relief. This is very helpful to regenerate damaged nerves. It's also helpful for diabetics who have neuropathy. So we're really excited about this. Up till now, there haven't been very many choices for people who have nerve damage. You know, medications that have been on the market that might help with nerve damage have so many side effects. So this is really a great, great product that we're excited about. Our newest product is called X Factor. It's a really supercharged multivitamin. I'm really excited about this because for years my husband and I have been taking 10 or 11 vitamins every morning, and I get so tired of swallowing all those pills, and I keep saying, can't we just take a good multivitamin? And he says, no, you know, we really need all this. Well, finally we have X Factor, so I'm really, really happy about this. X Factor has aloe in it, and it's been shown and it's been proven that the aloe helps your body to, give me the word, absorb the vitamins up to 300% more. So this is a really great multivitamin. I started taking it at the convention and I absolutely love it. Now the one product that I had skipped over pertaining to weight loss is our Plexus 96. This is a protein on the go shake. All you have to do is mix this with 8 ounces of water, shake it up, and it gives you all kinds of great minerals and vitamins and 15 grams of protein. So if you're tempted to skip a meal because maybe you're not very hungry when you're on the Slim and Accelerator, or if you're just busy and you're running late and you're tempted to drive through the McDonald's drive-thru, This is something that you can grab quickly, shake it up in one of these handy little Plexus 96 shaker bottles, and it'll hold you over, give you the nutrition you need until you can get home and make yourself something really healthy. So we love this. Some of us like to put it in our little blender. I've got one of those little magic, what's it called? Magic bullet. Magic bullet, that's it, a magic bullet. I put a couple frozen strawberries in it and some blueberries, and it's really, really delicious. So this is a really great product too. We do have a special guest with us tonight that I don't want to overlook, and I wondered, Richard, if you would be willing to come up and share your Plexus testimony with us. Richard's testimony is absolutely amazing.
I'm still a little wide.
No, you're not. Richard and some of his friends drove all the way from Hattiesburg to be with us tonight.
Them over there, I was from Baton Rouge.
And from Baton Rouge.
Yes.
We're so glad you're here.
Thank you. Well, I'm Richard Chamberlain. A bunch of y'all already know me. But our journey started a year ago. My wife started it, in other words. You know the story. I was 305 pounds last year this time, 55 waist, pre-diabetic, was on aspirin regimen, fish oil, cholesterol medicine, triglyceride medicine, and blood pressure. 4 months on Plexus, the doctor took me off of my cholesterol and triglyceride medicine and my aspirin regimen and the fish oil. 8 months on Plexus, he took me off my blood pressure medicine. My A1C sugar went from 6.2 to 5.7, no longer pre-diabetic, even though the outside still got a long ways to go. You know, I've lost 50 pounds since last year, 10 inches at my belly button, but the insides is right. So that's the healthy part, you know. So, and show everybody this. This is where I was, and I bring this with me everywhere I go. I know there's a lot of people that's had way more results than mine. Judy in the background there, her husband's lost 123 pounds in 128 in 2 years. That's amazing. So even though we still got a long ways to go, we're not where we were. So that's what the business has done for us. Financially, it's all coming together. We got a cruise last year, you know, working on a different trip this year. So just a pest control guy. I can do it, anybody can.
Great.
Thank you. That was a good segue into our next segment. It's so exciting. I think once a month we should just do a share your story. Like we'll all have a powwow and just have everybody, because we really do have so many wonderful stories of what this company and products are doing for people. It's not just the products though, it's also the flip side, the compensation plan. And can I tell you, as fabulous as it was to look forward to the 15th for myself, with this Sapphire promotion, it was actually quite mind-boggling. That was kind of secondary, and it took a back seat to all of my team members who were texting me and calling me. And it's amazing, you guys, whether it's $200 a month or $500 a month, or some people who are exceeding that, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 a month, the amount of change that can happen when you just offer somebody the chance to bring in that little bit of extra income, whether it's a mom that needs it because she's a single mom struggling, or if you have a second house. I've talked to 2 people this week who have houses in other states and they got transferred, and now they're trying to pay rent here, pay mortgages back home. You can't sustain, you know, a regular life when you're paying bills like that. And so people that I've been able to present this opportunity to as a way to bring in some extra income. So I am thrilled that I have another business partner, Gold Ambassador Jay Jenkins, aka Dad, who gets to present the highlights and just is going to point out a few things about our business plan that we love. Take it away.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you very much. Well, I am delighted to be with you all, and it's such a neat thing that so many of you traveled so far to be with us tonight. Because one of the questions that a lot of new folks when they get in the business have, and for those who have been here before, you know what the 3 questions are, right? Is it simple? Can I do this? And does it work? Well, I think from the testimonies we know the products work. It's simple, and you can do this, right? Melissa said, I think I can do this. Melissa, you can do this. This is very easy to do. What I want to talk to you tonight about a little bit is some of the things we heard at convention. I don't know if some of you had the ears to hear that. We have fabulous products, but we also have just an incredible business opportunity that goes with those products. They had an individual get up who called herself a professional network marketer. That lady had had the opportunity to do the research on 8 different network marketing companies, very similar to Plexus Worldwide. And they focused primarily on the compensation plan when they did their research, she and her husband. They went around the country in a week, visited 7 or 8 different places, compared all the plans, and I will tell you, she was very honest when she stood there and said, the compensation plan for Plexus Worldwide does not have any gotchas. What it is what you see. And what I want to do tonight is just touch very briefly on that compensation plan. If you have questions, then I'd like you to get with the person that brought you. But as you all know, Plexus has 11 ways to make money. They're all fabulous, but they can be combined into basically 3 major groups. The first of those groups is retail versus wholesale. That's kind of just like normal business. Every day you go to Walmart, Target, someplace like that, they buy wholesale, they sell it to you for retail. You can do the same thing with your products on your website. In addition to the profit that you make from that difference of those two, you can also get retail rewards. So when your customers buy off of your website or you buy for personal use, depending on what your volume is, if it's between $100 and $499, you get a 15% commission on that. If it's over $499, over $500, then you get a 25% commission on that. Now, you may think, well, that's not there very much, but when it comes down to it, we have some folks that are selling $1,000, $2,000, up to $4,000 or $5,000 worth of product on a monthly basis, and you start getting 25% of that, and that starts to be a pretty good chunk of change. So that's the first way to make money. The second way is business building. Now, I don't know if any of you heard, a couple of weeks ago, there was a study done in households in the United States today. Women are the primary breadwinner in 40% of those households. That's a pretty significant number. One of the key things that network marketing provides that kind of fits women perfectly is that you have networks, right? I'm looking, for those on the video, I'm looking at 2 guys plus myself and everybody, or 3 guys, and everyone else is a woman. You are naturally born networkers. Network marketing fits that niche that each one of you have, that just is the way God made you. And the company is so cool. They pay you for building that network as you go out and do that. Well, how do they do that? Well, if you sponsor someone and they buy the welcome package, and for example, they buy the $200 welcome package, you as the sponsor are going to get $50 of that. And then your upline is going to get 25 and so on, up 4 levels. That's a pretty good way. And every Friday you're going to get that check that comes from your business building bonus. The third way, the way that I absolutely love, is the profit sharing part of the business. Now, how does that work, right? Richard's in the back giggling. Yeah, you know what that's all about.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, because that allowed me to retire early because of the profit sharing program. And that's one of the things that really caught my eye with this company. So how does the profit sharing work? Well, the company takes the gross sales on a monthly basis and they divide them in half. Half of it goes to run the company, to pay salaries, do research and development, all the important things that we want corporate to be doing. The other half comes back to us as ambassadors, which is one of the really cool things. The fact that we have multiple teams represented here tonight is great, because if we help each other succeed and be wildly successful, that means more gross sales, that means more money for everybody, and that's a really good thing. So there's no competition back and forth. This is something that we do together as a team, regardless of who your upline is and what group you're with. So, got that pool of money, 50% of the profits or sales are out there. So how do they divide them up? Well, it goes back to your team building, right? As you build your team, each individual on that team is worth a certain number of points depending on the level they are on your team. The first 3 levels, each individual is worth 5 points. And then from the 4th through the 7th, they're worth 4 through 1 point each. So at the end of the month, you total up the number of points that you have based on the number of people on your team. So to be gold, you need 100 points. So that's about 20 people on your first 3 levels. Let's just go with that. I have 100 points. And the company establishes the pay point, or the dollarization of the gross sales for the month, and that's the multiplier that goes against the number of points that you have in your team. So if I'm a gold ambassador, I have 100 points, and the pay point value is $3, how much am I going to get for that month? $300, right? In addition to whatever I got for my team building bonus, in addition to whatever I got from my wholesale and retail commissions, and now you start to look at the fact that on a monthly basis, you can start making a lot of money very, very quickly. In fact, I think we've shared this before with a number of folks. It's been discovered, or research indicates, that had the average family that went bankrupt had an additional $200 a month in their paycheck, they would not have had to foreclose on their house, they would have not had to go into bankruptcy. And I've just told you tonight, just by becoming a gold ambassador, which is not that hard, 20 people on your first 3 levels, you can be making over $300, and that's just on your profit sharing to go with that. So there are a number of other areas and places within the comp plan that you can make money. The emerald pool, the sapphire pool, the diamond pool, those things are all phenomenal. I saw Sarah's check. I'd like to have that check. Honestly, I've worked for 38 years, 21 in the Navy, 16 working for a major corporation. My paycheck never came close to what my daughter made on a monthly basis. I could not be prouder. And with that, I'll turn it back over to her. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Awesome.
Give me 2 seconds.
Well, he doesn't have to record it.
Go.
It is such a blessing to be able to say that this is my quote-unquote job. I'm telling you, I am having the time of my life. The first year was awesome. It was a ride straight to the top with Mom. For those of you that don't know, after we got a kick in the pants at the first ever convention, it took us 9 months to get to Emerald. I signed up my mom, she signed up her hairdresser, and we say the rest is history after that. So go call your hairdresser. Then we got all excited when we found a new fabulous hairdresser, and now Mom went and signed her up last week. She's sitting in the back. So you gotta stay. I'm gonna put you on my staff. No matter how successful you get, you're still gonna be my hairdresser. So it has just been amazing. Now, since getting home from the convention last weekend, I have been, you should see my house is an absolute disaster because I have been full steam ahead Plexus because it is so exciting and so thrilling to be able to share this with so many people. One of my business tips that's very interesting, my mom had it happen to her and again to me today, but when all else fails, you'll hear me pray about it first, because it has been unbelievable the doors that have gone open, things that have been placed in front of us that could only have been divine. And I could probably stand up here for an hour and tell you event after event, person after person, people that were placed at the right place at the right time for us to either share the business opportunity or share these products for a reason. Mom had a really neat, you want us to come up real quick and just give 2 seconds? She's been kind of, plugging along the last few months, and so just share really quick what happened to you.
Well, I decided I needed to pray to ask God to bring people to me, because sometimes I'm overwhelmed at, where to find these people. They're out there somewhere, but who do I talk to and when? So I said, God, we can make this a whole lot easier. You just bring them to me. So yesterday I got a call from a friend of a friend of a friend. My friend shared with her friend Kathy. Kathy's husband's been on the slim for 2 months. She shared with her friend Estelle. Estelle called me and said, my husband has type 2 diabetes and I need something for him. Tell me about it. So she decided to become my preferred customer, and then before she hung up, she said, oh, by the way, I need to lose weight. What is it that you have for me? And I told her it's the same thing. The Plexus Slim regulates your blood sugar, and in doing so, the side effect is weight loss. So she said, okay, I'll take that for me too. So I got 2 new preferred customers yesterday afternoon, and then last night, my dear friend Maxine texted me that her niece has fibromyalgia, and she just happened to see my post about Angela Alexander and how her Plexus Slim has helped her to be pain-free from her fibromyalgia. So she said, can you call me tomorrow morning, which was this morning, and she was visiting her niece. So I had a 3-way call with Angela and my friend Max's niece, Amber, and myself, and she became my preferred customer this morning. So in less than 24 hours, I've got 3 new preferred customers if you count Estelle's husband.
Awesome.
So
Thank you for sharing. So
You're
it's as
welcome.
easy as that. My little story is, I always want to give you guys, I feel a little bit of pressure because everybody says, what's working for you? How are you building your team? How have you gotten to Sapphire? And I don't want to leave anybody disappointed with, well, you know, heck if I know, or anything like that. So I do want to give you guys really good information. This is something that I've covered before, but no lie, about 30 minutes before we came and I said my little prayer, okay, God, I want to guide and direct everybody the right way. Sara Robbins updated her blog, which she is not always faithful in regularly doing, and it just happened to be 30 minutes before I walked out the door to come talk to you guys. You guys know that she's one of my mentors. I love her, sararobbins.com. If you don't already check that out, her blog is amazing, and it's full of all kinds of information and resources. She set herself apart as a network marketing industry leader, and what she shares is so wonderful. But I'm going to give you an example of some of this that she wrote. I'm going to kind of shorten it, and I'll let you guys go back and read it when you get home. But some key things that have helped me just in the last week or two that I've started using. But she basically says that we need to streamline our systems and keep things simple. When you keep things simple, duplication happens. And duplication is where the magic is. We have all heard that. If you have something that can be repeated, I can teach and train to you. You can go out and do the same thing and teach and train, and that's going to keep on generating momentum. So she says, after it generates the magic, it leads to momentum. So she says, are you ready to rock your fast start? And so this is her way of dealing with, you've just shared, and now you have somebody who wants to sign up. What do you walk through with that person? And the first training step, she gives 3 key training opportunities. The first one is at enrollment. If you're not sitting next to them, actually helping them walk through the enrollment, you should at least be on the phone with them. So you can explain to them, here's the welcome packs. This is what's in the welcome packs. I recommend the $199 welcome pack for this reason, and this reason. And I usually do recommend the bigger welcome packs. The one reason is it's a whole lot of product for a whole lot less than you'll even get. It's below wholesale. It's about $360 worth of products that you're going to get. So I explain to them the welcome packs. The next page, your auto qualification order. If you're walking them through that, not only are they signing themselves up, but now they know, okay, when I do this with my next person, they're going to understand the reasoning behind walking through each page. So that's your first training thing to do with them, is to walk through that. As soon as they sign up, jump off of that, go back to plexusworldwide.com and click Ambassador Login. You want to show them, this is now your back office. If you want to go order 10 3-day trials, which I highly recommend that you do, this is what you're going to click. You're going to log in and click shopping, then you're going to click new order, and then you're going to show them under the Plexus Slim and Accelerator that it's called a decision pack. You'd be surprised how many people don't read and understand that the decision pack is our 3-day trial. So walking them through that back office is very, very good to be able to do. And then the next thing you're going to do is give them homework. And we all know that the homework is to make that contact list. Start thinking about who you can start sharing this with. Even before they actually go out and do that, start thinking about the people in your life who you can present this opportunity to. Now I'll tell you, it's very, very exciting when that goes right. And I've had that go right a few times this week already. And I'm seeing now in just tweaking, poor Cherie was in my group of people 2 months ago that I signed up, and I have a list of 6 people who we signed up. They did a great job. I think you were a self-starter. You just went and did it yourself, and I got the email. Cherie's one of my awesome preferred customers that just signed up. But I haven't met with Cherie yet. I have not been a good upline with that because I had all these people who are like, ooh, what do I need to do, and do I chase them down? And so in reading all of this and applying this now in the last week, I've been scheduling, okay, I need to meet with you and give you some time so we can walk through this. I had an ambassador call me and she signed up. Her name's Dr. Miranda. And we were able to walk through the process on the phone. And I then explained to her how to get into your back office. We talked about a contact list. Can I tell you, she's been an ambassador for 1 week. She just signed her second ambassador up today, and she has $700 of volume from all the other new customers that she's already talked to. So that's what would be considered a fast start. Now, I'm not patting myself on the back as a great upline. I am, however, saying these keys work. If you can hold that person's hand off the get-go and get them off and running with the information that they need, I mean, she's a shining example of, wow, that was easy. And now she texted me, she's so excited. She said, I'm going to be silver tomorrow, you know, get that $100 achievement bonus. So it really, really is good information to be able to walk through and answer those questions for them. Because if I hadn't walked her through the sign-up process, she wouldn't have known how to walk her sister-in-law through it, you know, and all of that. Okay, second step for training is actually getting exciting and inviting. And this is where we're excited. We they joined our team. Now what? We want them to be able to reach out and share the products. Now Sara Robbins gives 2 ways to do that. How do I share? What do I do? The first way is the direct approach. This would be mom calling her hairdresser Denise saying, Denise, I just signed up with Plexus. I am so excited. When can I get together with you so I can share this with you? Just being honest. Tiffany, I think that's probably what you did. You just picked up the phone and you were like, y'all, you know, I just joined Plexus and we have these products. Just to be open and honest. And I will tell you, I did a lot of wanting to do everything exactly the right way. You know, our first few presentations, we had the note cards and we were reading from the note cards. Things got so much easier when I just decided, this is me and you can take me or leave me, and I'm going to call you and share with you. I think you should do this for this reason. I've called a few friends and said, we've got awesome products, but I'm going to offer this to you because I think I can help you make $500 extra a month. So those should be the easy phone calls with the direct approach. Her second approach she calls is the sample pack approach. And this would be something like you go in your back office and you order 10 3-day trials, 10 decision packs, and then you find 10 friends and family who you want to either start the business with or start your weight loss journey with. Now I know a lot of people, I know like in the hospital setting, you've got nurses stations, you've got bunches of people. How awesome would it be to walk into a salon and says, who wants to do a 7-day challenge with me, or who's on for a month of Biggest Loser weight loss challenge type thing. The sample pack approach, sharing your Plexus Slim and Accelerator, as we've got great products, who wants to join me in doing this? So she actually recommends, she uses the number 10, wanting to share. I want to share these products with you that I'm absolutely in love with. I know you'll love them too. Here's instructions on how to use them. I'm going to share this with you, but you have to promise you're going to try it and get back to me. And it's totally up to you. They're $11.95. A lot of people would pay $11.95 for their first 3 days to start feeling better, to maybe even lose a pound or two. Some people, sell them at cost. That's totally up to you guys. We don't want to devalue the products, but this is a really good way to launch your initial business. And I will tell you, I did give my first 10 away. And, I got a mom and a twin sister and, family, people close to me that I wanted to start with my team. So she says that that's a really good thing to do. And then the other thing that mom has gotten really good at is the 3-way calls. Use your upline. Say, Annette, you've got somebody that you want to talk to, but you're nervous because you're brand new. It's okay. You call that contact and say, you know what, I'm so excited I want to start this journey. I don't have all the answers because I just signed up, but my upline, Miss Cindy, she would love to get on a conference call with us and be able to, answer some questions. Would you be willing to do that? And I think you've had really, really good success with a lot of people using the 3-way call or the conference call to be able to help bring that person in so that you don't feel like you're being pressured at all with having to have all of the answers, being new in that. And then her third area of training is when they get their starter pack, call you and schedule that business launch party, which a lot of people, that makes them nervous. But I have to tell you guys, if you can get a bunch of friends and family into a living room and have your upline, my mom, me, my dad, whoever it is, do that business launch party, that home party. We are seeing amazing success with that. I went and did one in Hammond a few months ago, and you know, I think 9 people showed up, 3 people signed up. She was silver in one night, got her achievement bonus, you know, had a tour in the mail. So that's an awesome way to fast start when you get that business launch party. I've also been able to do a few Skype parties like that, where I have a business account with Skype and I'm able to get 9 people in. And we had a great one in Kansas City, and I just sat behind my computer and I had 8 little faces, you know, on the screen, people who had Skyped in. But then my friend Becky, she actually had 3 or 4 people all crowded around one computer, so in her location. So we were even able to talk to more than 9. In just that one Skype meeting, I think we now have over 20 ambassadors as a result of the trickle effect of them being able to see me, you know, hearing how wonderful things are, all of our products, sharing our stories and stuff like that. You know, that really beats an email or something like that, being able to present the opportunity. But I was going to pick on Annette because she shared with me something. Come up here real quick. A lot of you might be like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I don't know. Oh, we've got weekly meetings in the area, so we don't need to venture out. But share what happened last Friday. What did you do?
Well, I just decided, because some of the people that I know were not able to come on Monday nights, I said, well, it's time for me to venture out and take the plunge and start a meeting at home. And so this past Friday, I had my first in-home meeting, and I had 4 people coming. And out of the 4 people, one of them was a distributor, and one of the ladies is going to sign up. Then I got another retail customer out of that, and the lady who's going to sign up brought yesterday. She was so excited. She was over the weekend, she was taking a ride with a friend of hers, so the entire weekend all she did is she talked to her friend about Plexus. So they showed up at my house yesterday, she with her friend, to sample the products, and so she already, before she signs up, she already has. Yeah.
Wow.
And most importantly, I had a blast. It should be illegal.
Thank you for sharing that. I've talked to so many people this last week in particular who have really huge, high hopes for great meetings with 60 people, which that is awesome. And I will tell you, last week was absolutely amazing. But I love the meetings with 4 people. And if you have 4 people show up and 2 people sign up, that's very, very successful. And I will tell you, I scheduled meetings this week that were one-on-one, and so far, that is working beautifully as well. So just remember, you don't have to fit in a certain mold of what works. What works for one person may or may not work for you. If you're not comfortable standing in front of a room of 60 people, you know, it is good to get out of your comfort zone if you're willing to grow and do that. But if you want to just meet people for coffee and share from your heart, go for it. And I think that's a really, really good thing that you can do. It kind of works in your comfort zone. But we're here to support and guide, you know, you guys and give you help in any way possible. That's just some tips and pointers. I will tell you the one other thing that I've changed a little bit that has been absolutely so exciting for me is asking a new ambassador or a new customer, could you please call me when you get either your welcome pack or your shipment? Because I want to be able to go over a few things with you. That has been amazing because now it's not just a name on my reports. I'm actually talking to that person and saying, okay, this is how you're going to take the Slim. Are you taking the accelerator? This is how you're going to take the accelerator. We troubleshoot beforehand, but the best part of that is I can give them a positive spin on what they can anticipate. And I know some people say, you know, if you say you're going to lose 10 pounds in 3 days and give them all of these hopes that aren't necessarily going to come true, they feel defeated. They feel like, you know, they just don't even want to go past that. So if I can launch them on a positive note and say, okay, tomorrow you're going to start your Slim. Day 1, you're going to do just your Slim. And this was Sonia Dudley's idea. Day 1 now, even if they order a combo, I say, just drink your pink drink. Day 1, do your Slim and let me know how you feel. Day 2, if you want to try the accelerator after breakfast, you can take your pink drink and add 1 capsule of accelerator. And then through chatting with them and troubleshooting, if they want to just do 1 capsule and just see how that does, that's fine. Day 3, if they want to add a 2nd capsule, they can based on how we've talked. But it's working perfectly, and I have a new customer who is actually one of my husband's contacts that I followed up on, and I told him, I said, could you please call me? He messaged me on Saturday and said, I got my shipment, I'm going to call you Monday morning when I start. Sure enough, he called me today, and we were able to chat with some things, troubleshoot with some things. Do you want to know? He was just starting his Slim. He just did his Slim today. He already has a contact list in his brain. He's already talked to people at work, day 1. And so now he was already asking questions about possibly becoming an ambassador. So I think adding that personal touch of, 1, how easy it is, you know, and 2, all the people that we can benefit from sharing this with, I'm just tickled pink that it just took that little bit. So I have a few new customers that I've said, could you please call me when you get your shipment in? And just that 1 little tweak in my business, I already feel like, you know, things are off and running for a new start for the summer. So, yep. Any questions? Questions? Comments?
This morning, I am the upline for my gal Angela. She's on my 3rd level. She's my hairdresser's best friend. There's always a connection with my hairdresser. Anyway, you're not filming now, right? Oh no, I didn't. Yeah. Anyway.